as Mickey says, all right, all right, all right. Her favorite. I'm bringing back my cup again. I can't help it. I love it so much. But welcome to God TV, ladies. That's a hashtag
Cheers.
for you. Yeah, hashtag that mother jumper.
Yeah.
Get in on the conversation.
Jumper.
You're gonna miss out. You like my head wobble?
You do. It's a little D-Lo Brown there.
Hey, what? You got knocked the fuck out. That's what you would say. Okay, who drops the first F-bomb? Lisa does, But don't forget to hashtag. Don't forget to likey right down there. Likey that mother. Likey us. Don't forget to click that bell icon. I wanted to say this for last. She came in yesterday. I was like, I gotta get a cowbell because Mickey's gonna pop her mind off of this.
Love it.
Little Amazon. Oh my gosh. And don't
I love
forget
that
to
for
subscribe.
you.
The most important part is subscribe.
Absolutely.
Subscribe.
And tell your friends,
Tell a friend.
Here.
Yeah.
Friend. Tell everyone. Because
We're all golf friends here.
Yeah. Because if you tell a friend, they'll tell two friends, then they'll tell two friends, and so on, and so on. And so on. Just like Wayne says from Wayne's World. Well, we are so excited that St. Patrick's
Did you hear Mickey go golf friends? We're just golf
friends.
Here. Why am I just this moment of like inspirato just happened live in front of all of you? You're welcome.
I love that. Well, of course, it is almost St. Patrick's Day. The luck of the Irish is with us. Most of us, but as you can tell, no, I haven't been sampling the whiskey yet. But I've got a little bit of a sore throat and a bit of a cold. I'm going through puberty. So if you guys will bear with.
Well, you look beautiful, darling. Beautiful.
I feel very festive. But speaking of beautiful, we want to give a special shout out to all of our Patreon members. Patreon.com/GawTV. If you're new to this website, new to Patreon, it is our exclusives, ways to chat with us, live chats, merchandise discounts, and more. Check it out. We'd love to see you there. Come on over.
Yeah. Come on over. It's a good time. You get all the exclusives, all the bonus content, You know what I'm really excited about?
Well, what are you excited about?
It's just weeks away, ladies. WrestleCon in Dallas. It is happening. It is going down for all of our golf friends to come and join us. It's so much. Obviously, the links are in the description. Where do we have like photo ops available? There's going to be the God TV table. It's going to be so much fun. And we're hosting Dresselmania, you guys.
Saturday, 2 p.m., baby.
Yeah.
At WrestleCon. So you don't even have to leave. Come by, share a cocktail, celebrate with us as we're selling all these fabulous dresses for Tag Me In. So I'm very excited about that. Yeah. And you can come donate, grab a cocktail before you go over to the show. You know?
Exactly.
A pre-drink. It's a prank, if you will. A pre-drink with all of your golf right here.
Yes.
WrestleCon.
Pre-gaw.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
I'm very excited. Dresselmania 2, of course, we're benefiting Tag Me In, very important charity, very near and dear to our heart. Obviously, you've heard us talk about this before, and we're going to honor our friend Daphne. It's all about mental health awareness, and we're very excited about that. And speaking of exciting things, listen, how many times have I said on this show how much I love the WWE divas and how I idolized gals like a Tori, like a Candace. And we have one of my favorites here tonight, ladies. And here's what I'm going to do. Don't tell her I did this, okay? So it's just our secret. I'm going to take a shot of courage for 2 reasons. Number 1, it helps in the fangirling area. And number two, my doctor, his name's Patrick, Dr. Patrick. I think he used to be a saint. He told me that to cure my ailments, just drink a little Nika whiskey on St. Patty's Day or any day that ends in Y. So to my doctor.
Dr. Patrick. As Mickey said, she always has that honey whiskey. Is that considered like with honey and all that stuff? Good for
a little hottie toddy. A little hottie toddy will do you.
Oh, I gargled it.
Lemon, honey, and you can even put a little shot of hot tea in there. Some people do, but it's like a warm whiskey for your throat. It's perfect. A little hottie toddy.
You know, there's
Yeah.
some wrestler somewhere that's named Hot Toddy. Like, if there's not, there should be.
There's not, you're
should be.
missing out.
You're
I
missing
And if
know.
you're
out.
looking for a gimmick right now and you needed one and you're like, oh, I just need that thing, that one thing that's going to put me over the edge, make me different, really make me stand out. Hottie Toddy's it.
Hottie Toddy. Actually, my friend Teddy, who we should be calling Hot Teddy, used to make the best Hot Toddy because I do lose my voice a lot, especially doing Comic Cons announcing. And his secret, I think, was cayenne pepper a little bit in that, which is horrible, but it helps.
But
So
also the
yeah.
cayenne, I don't know, do you do the mother's vinegar with the cayenne and the honey and the thing of lemon? It's like the perfect thing in the morning, Lisa.
Yeah.
Really?
It jumpstarts your metabolism, but it also just like is like a cleanse in it. And the cayenne kicks in is what helps kicks in your metabolism. And the
Yeah.
vinegar kind of like flushes you out. It's not great. You do like a little shot.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
You wake up, but you're right.
Terrible.
It's the apple cider vinegar that has really, really cured me. Turmeric shots have helped me as well, but especially the apple cider vinegar. And it sort of, I feel like it's burning the bacteria. It's so gross, but it sort of burns all those bad germs and bacteria away.
Mhm.
It's a little like, it makes you a little nauseous, but you said it has to be from the mother, right?
Right. The
Mother
bit purest where it has like the stuff down at the bottom, which makes it look even more appetizing,
Yeah.
you know.
Tori got me on the apple cider vinegar. She said it helps lose weight and all that kind of stuff. And she says she would swig it, but she said just be careful. It takes off your enamel on your teeth.
Mm.
Oh
So
yeah.
mix it with water.
Yeah. I do that too. I mean, I'll just have
Yeah,
my
I'm too
bottle. I mean,
lazy.
It's very harsh, especially like I have a very sensitive tummy. So like when you do it in the morning, it's like, that's how you're waking up. It's like, oh, your tummy's like, girl, no, Karen,
stop it. Yeah.
stop.
Stop it.
What
Stop
I'm
it.
not going to
Oh my
stop is our next guest. This is
Hell of a
episode
segue.
96, by the way. 96. We are nearing 100 episodes. My God, you guys, can you believe that?
Unbelievable. Look at us go.
We look really good for 96. I got to be honest.
Yeah.
Really,
Yes.
we really, really do.
The
So
drunk
Drunk
elephant.
elephant.
Thank you, drunk elephant.
perfect. Perfect.
Oh my gosh.
We're
Oh
getting
my
better
God.
at
Oh,
this.
guys,
We're
which,
gonna
by the
wear-
way, they sent me this beautiful blanket. I have to go. I still have to do. I just opened this box they sent. And it was like a scrub and a thing, but it's beautiful, like bold colored, very like blanket. I'm gonna post a picture. I'm gonna send.
Yes,
Okay.
please. We
Okay.
love Drunk Elephant, a friend of God TV, and of course, one of our favorite sponsors. But today, ladies, we are welcoming someone that you know, what's weird is, again, talking about fangirling. I've never been around Candace other than saying hello at a signing, like a very sheepish, like, hello. Tee, like a Japanese schoolgirl, like, okay. And my husband's actually hung out with her a little bit more than me because he's friends with MVP. And he was like, she's so lovely. I was like, I wouldn't know because I never had the chance to speak with her. So I'm really excited for this.
Yeah.
You're gonna love her.
Yeah.
You're gonna love her.
I'm
You're gonna love her.
excited.
Oh my
Ladies and
gosh.
gentlemen.
That's welcome Candace, Vince's Devils. She's a great kisser. Great kisser.
Great kisser. Oh my gosh, you guys because you guys traveled together the whole time. So I can't wait.
Oh my God.
I know, I know.
United and it feels.
Like she has a road story and I don't even know what she's gonna tell. And she's
Oh,
like, can I
Lord.
go over the road story first? I go, just tell it. I don't
You
care.
shoot it.
Bring it. Bring it. She
Okay.
seems like she's gonna
Let's bring
fit
her.
right in. Let's bring
Let's
it.
bring her.
Candace
Let's bring
Michelle,
her.
welcome to God TV. The luck of the Irish is this one, I think. Here we
Look
go.
at the Irish.
Look
I
at the
don't know what they
Irish.
do. Is that what Irish do?
This is what-
Yes.
I don't know that's what they do.
They do
It's
now.
something like that. She don't know what she's
For
fucking.
it, wait for it.
We look crazy.
Wait for it. Wait for it.
Steadily waiting. Steadily waiting.
Still.
Get
Oh,
that.
look at her
waiting.
avatar. She's not proud or anything.
I love.
Hi,
Yes.
Hey! Here, sis.
Here, sis.
Sizzle.
Yay.
He's wearing
Yay.
lucky green. Welcome.
Welcome. Oh, so happy.
Oh my gosh.
Cute.
You look adorbs. Beautiful.
Adorbs.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh, you guys are so hilarious right now.
Right on.
Finally, we have Candace Michelle on the show.
I
Finally.
know.
Welcome
Hey,
to
it's happening.
It's
yes,
happening.
we love you. It is finally happening, people.
Here we are.
Oh my God, I'm so happy to see you. You look amazing.
Thank you. I miss you guys.
I miss you too.
Oh,
It was
Um,
really fun.
I know. We've been wanting to have you on here for a long time, so I'm glad we could finally make this happen. And for St. Patty's Day, because it's tomorrow. But you know, here we are. We celebrate today.
woo.
Uh,
That's
our
my
first
leprechaun
question.
dance.
obviously we have to welcome you. Oh,
That's my leprechaun dance. Leprechaun.
Wait, Lisa, we didn't see it. What happened? We forgot. What? How did you do
It's
it?
my leprechaun dance.
Okay,
Good old Hornswoggle taught me some moves.
you must be Irish.
he did.
I want whatever
No,
you're
I'm
on. Lisa.
joking.
Seriously.
Got some Irish in her.
She's got a little Irish in her. Oh my God. Our first question, obviously, because we have to welcome you into the show, right, is, as we do, who you wearing, what you drinking, what you vibing on. You look amazing. Thank you for being
Hey,
here.
all right. I am wearing green for St. Patty's Day because I don't know what else it is. I am drinking kombucha
Mm.
because I started the 75 hard journey and I've made it to day 8. So woohoo.
Yeah.
And what was my
It's
other
like
question?
ODB. ODB does 75 hard
She
occasionally,
did.
right?
She did,
Yeah.
and she's really been a big inspiration because it's really, really hard. And so I've had the opportunity to talk to her and coach with her a little bit. And so it's been a really fun journey for us. And so now it's my turn to
Okay.
gas at it.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah.
That is
Oh,
amazing. Yeah,
That is crazy.
it's no
Yeah, I
joke.
remember talking to
Serious.
her about it too. And she's like, she started, did she not do the full one? She made it to like day 50 or something and then
Nope. She lasted the
started
whole
and
time.
restarted. She did it like twice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Second
Yeah.
time
Well,
I
it
think
took me
it's so
like
hard.
3 months to get past day 1 because that whole no drinking wine thing, I was like,
Oh, girl.
whoa, wait, I need wine tonight. And I tried.
It's just a little tiny cup too. A
Just a
cup.
glass.
Oh
love
my
you,
gosh. I
Candace.
love you.
Just a glass.
Love
Just a
you.
glass. Well, because I look the most ridiculous, I will opt to go next. And by the way, Candace, I'm so sorry. I'm having a bit of a cold, and I swear it's not the whiskey on St. Patrick's Day. It's just my voice. This crazy hat. I keep wanting to bow down because it's like the little legs from Amazon. I was very excited to buy that. I am wearing some River Island, which I wanted to bring this maybe to WrestleCon. I love green.
Totally.
Good
I was
green.
the red hair and the green.
Yeah.
I am drinking a lovely Tempest 2 Shiraz.
Okay.
I'm allowed to drink now, and I don't want to listen. I don't want to brag. I'm not one to brag, but I'm also finishing a cleanse. You guys, I just got through my 3.5 day hard, and I feel great. I feel amazing.
I love you guys.
Al, I thought you were gonna say I just got off my cleanse 3.5 hour at my 3.5 hour cleanse.
3
and I was-
minutes hard,
when-
and
when
I
was-
am here
when
to
I was
tell you.
sleeping. I was sleeping. I did my hard right there.
Yes, my 8-hour hard. The willpower is real. So cheers to me. Terrible. No, not nice. Just
Well, okay,
Oh.
I'll go next. Mickey, you can go last. Okay, I guess I just did an appearance here in Baton Rouge and they gave me beads. I didn't even have to show my boobs.
Oh,
wow.
I got it. I showed my butt cheeks, but it's okay. You know,
Oh, okay.
it's another weekend in Lisa's life. The only green thing I have is my baseball cap that
it's cute.
it's cute. It's cute.
That's
Yeah.
cute.
Doesn't Kelly Kelly go?
K-E-W-T,
It's
cute.
cute. It's
Yeah.
cute.
God.
But I'm very casual. You know, I'm into crystals now, and I'm
I like that
vibing in just a little tiny cup of wine out of like I like big
Oh.
mugs that I cannot lie. You other brothers can't deny. But I'm just doing cheap wine. You know my taste in wine, Candace.
Oh my gosh, I
I'm
can't
I'm a
deal.
classy broad.
We're bottom shelf bitches, is what she's trying to say politely. That's fine. That's okay.
Bottom shelf.
Oh my
There's a
God.
hashtag.
There is a hashtag. I guess I'll go last. I put a little because I was like, oh yeah, it is St. Patty's Day, but this is a margarita, but it came in Jack one and my little
Oh,
my little slim
Koozie.
my little slim thing.
you're so
So cute.
cute.
Isn't that
It is
cute? Well, I figured a margarita is kind of green, right? It's a shade of
Perfect.
Yeah.
kind of fit in my swig life. These are like little slim can coolers.
Nice.
They
I
come
like
in
the
different, like, yeah, isn't it cute?
How much percentage is in that margarita? I'm just curious.
I want to say it's actually really good because you know the Cayman Jacks used to come in those little tiny glass bottles.
Yeah.
What is it? It's probably like 5%, 5.8.
You better calm down over there. Ryan.
I won't buy it.
Calm
Wasting my
down.
time. Wasting my time.
Lisa says you're wasting my time.
Yes.
You're
And I'm
not.
loving, I'm wearing this beautiful garland necklace that I just put together with my Swarovski little earrings that Dee got me for Christmas. And he insisted that I wore today. He's like, I don't know why they just kind of popped back out. I wore them recently. He loves these ones and he keeps.
Those are the ones that I said look so pretty, right, Nikki? They're really
Yes.
like, and when your hair, yeah, you can really see them in your hair.
Hey,
Beautiful.
Did Baby
Aw.
D pick those out? Actually, did he pick them out?
I don't know that he picked them
I'm
out.
curious. Okay. All right.
don't
Sure he
know
did. Of course he did.
Of course he did.
He has a catalog.
He had a catalog.
Catalog. Remember the paper catalogs? I miss those.
I do.
Yeah.
miss them.
You
I
remember
would
being a
circle all
kid?
the things that I'm not going to buy. you know?
Yeah. But like as a kid, like the Toys R Us calendar was like the shiz. It was like, all right, Christmas is here. What am I gonna get?
Put a little
never
star
saw
by
that.
it so mom sees it just in case she's browsing through. She already knows.
Yeah.
Oh,
Candace,
this
did
one's
you
a
see the
card.
Toys R Us catalog? I never seen the catalog.
It's so
for Toys R
sad
Us.
because they're out of business now.
I know.
No.
I heard they're
Like,
coming
there's no
back.
toy store. Like Target is like the toy store for my kids.
I know.
Oh, that's
Sad.
dangerous. Go there then.
Yeah, totally.
I feel like it's a whole experience that kind of died because I like going to
Mhm.
Toys R Us was a big deal as a kid. Like that was,
Yeah.
It was,
you know.
I want that. I want that. Oh, we can't afford it. We can't afford it. Sorry. You know what? It's that damn giraffe bit everybody and closed down the damn business.
Yeah. It was forceful. Yeah. Yeah. I love a Toys R Us. A lot of that stuff is kids, like even like none of this sounds ridiculous, but here we are talking about nostalgia. What year is it? Like, do you remember Blockbuster and like going to rent like a video was the coolest thing and your mom let you pick out like Care Bears or Flubber or whatever it was?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Video.
Can I
Wow.
stooge? I'm gonna Candace, I'm gonna stooge on Val. She's a
Okay.
huge fan of yours. She was
Aw.
marking out for Tori. She was like
Dying.
obsessed with the diva shoots and stuff like
Aw,
that.
thank you.
Oh my God, you don't even understand. I said, so again, I feel horrible. Like, first of all, Candace, who I've never actually hung out with, she's seen me dressed like this and with a voice that sounds like I'm a teenage boy going through puberty. Great first impression, Val. Love that.
Actually, I love it better than anything.
Okay.
Best.
It's my Irish smoker whiskey lady voice, and I hope you enjoy. No, I'm a huge fan, and like I've told Tori and some of the other gals that have been on here that like, with all due respect to serious wrestling, I just loved the Divas era. I loved the photo shoots. Like I'm the kind of person that would go buy, you know, outfits and eventually, because I was watching and I was like maybe 14, 15, going to buy like lingerie and having the posters on my wall. And like I loved the Divas, like postcard from the Caribbean. And then one of my favorites that you were a part of was the New York photo
Oh, that
shoot.
was fun. That was really fun.
I like honestly, if with all due respect, because a lot of our fans that watch, they prefer kind of nowadays more modern era of wrestling. That's
Yeah.
wonderful. But for me, if it weren't for photo shoots and that side of it, I don't think I would have been as interested. So for me, you guys were my Hulk Hogan or my
Aw, I love that.
yeah. So like I'm such a fan, and I actually have a question that I wanted to pose to you.
Yeah.
One of our girls that watches the show, Ashley Vega, she's from Scotland. I just went to a Scotland Comic Con, and she said that, and Tori kind of touched on this as well, that she, like me, almost feels a little bit weird to talk about loving that era because now it's almost like she gets a little bit of backlash, meaning like, oh, well, that wasn't serious. Yeah, she sure did. And I was like, girl, I said, first of all, don't let people tell you what to like, and don't ever be ashamed because I very often talk about loving that era and loving I wanted to do evening gown matches. I wanted to do broad panties. I sure did. And I am not going to apologize. I loved it. It made me feel sexy. It made me feel powerful. So your thoughts on that?
You know, I love the whole sex sells thing. You know, I think we were all very, very good at it. But I also love the challenge of us trying to get out of that, you know, like that was our opportunity. And so I didn't mind the bra and panties matches. The one I did mind a little was the WrestleMania gown match down to bra and panties with the bed in the ring and Playboy match and trying to do a suplex all in there. That was difficult. But for us, it was such a journey of proving ourselves, which it's still the same journey today, you know? And I think we all everybody on here paved a way in some way, shape, or form for what it is today. I mean, nobody has to do a damn pudding match. That one I would never do again.
Right.
But I didn't mind, you know, like Playboy for me was a dream. Like I dreamed to be in Playboy. So it wasn't like this, chauvinistic thing or bad opportunity for me. That was a dream come true. And
Right.
so to grace it on the cover and get 6 figures for that, it was like I had that opportunity because of WWE. So it took my dream to another level. So sex does sell, and still nowadays the women are so stunning and beautiful, and it's still there, but they just get to have more time to tell their stories and show their athleticism more, and I'm just so proud of them, and Mickey's
Yeah.
still in it. I have no idea how your body handles that.
I don't know. I feel
Girl,
I just got back from the shows, and I said earlier, I was like, I literally drove home last night from Louisville, and I'm like, I feel like I got hit by a Mack truck. By
I
at
can't
least
even
a Greyhound.
imagine. You are my hero. Like,
I love
you've
you so
been in
much.
the last decade that I've been out and still going on top. And so it's incredible to see what you're doing.
Honestly. And like,
Honestly.
what about your Playboy, when we announced your Playboy, it was a very subtle entrance. You remember Candace is getting carried out on a bed and she's like going, like, it was like, it was so distracting. Because I was like going, well, no one's going to care about a wrestling or altercation in the ring. You're like going, after that entrance, we could have just going, oh, congratulations, and beat you up. That's it.
Yeah.
Nothing else necessary.
Well, I already got my shit in just from the entrance. It was all like skin in those days.
You always loved a good entrance, though. My favorite was the wand.
The
Remember,
wand.
the wand was the
The
greatest
wand.
ever.
You guys know the story of the wand, right? Like the legit
No, I was about to
story?
ask.
Oh my God, it's so good. So me, Lisa, and Tori, we're traveling on the road, and it's Halloween time. And so we would always stop at these like stripper stores to find new gear. And we go in and there's all these costumes because it's Halloween. And I see this star wand, and I say to Lisa and Tori, I'm like, I'm gonna use this star wand the way Triple H uses his sledgehammer, and I'm gonna hurt people. And they're just looking at me like she's damn lost her mind. And I was like, no, I'm going to use it. So we get to TV and we have this match, and I come down to the ring, and Fit's going to help us put together a match. And I come with my flimsy wand, and he's just looking at me like, what is she doing? I'm like, so this is like a sledgehammer, and I beat people up with it. And he's looking at my stripper wand like, yeah, whatever you say, lady. But that was a cool experience because it did get over, and it turned into this steel wand. And
Yeah.
my favorite part of the story is a couple years later, Fit came up to me backstage and he goes, so do you have any of those steel wands? And I was like, why? Because I knew he totally made fun of me, and I just totally accepted it. And he
Right.
goes, well, my daughter's been asking ever since you came out with it if she could get a steel wand signed by you. And I was like, I gotcha.
Boom.
So it's just
Speaking
a
of
good
stripper
story
stores-
of believing in yourself and what you want to do. And
Yeah.
you know,
You know what? We probably laughed at you, but we're like, the only person that get away with this is freaking Candace.
Yeah.
She can get away with anything.
But
Yeah,
there,
and
that's
you
the thing, like with a wand or with an entrance like that or with sexy shoots, like there's power in that, and there's power in that sort of female sexuality, and that's what sets you apart from the men in wrestling.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
why not? It's
And the
wrestling.
robe and the pump.
Yeah, with the techno music,
You gotta use it.
Yeah.
Love
Do you
it.
remember Candace like going to a strip club with Chavo? And
no,
then,
never.
his-
This is not
yeah,
me.
yeah.
That was not me.
Which time? And he was telling us his wife was going, taking dance lessons, and we're like, we went to that strip, that strip joint, and they had a store, and we bought the whole set for his wife. The
No,
shoe.
but do you remember his wife? We were it was like pre-WrestleMania, and she was trying to show us the moves, and she flipped her hair down and flipped it back and took a bump. Do you
No.
remember that? It was so funny. But she's so sexy and hot. I love
She's
her.
so- I know. Yeah, but Chavo went in the bathroom. And we were like, God, he's been in there a long time. Remember, we went back.
yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah.
We used to just go back and have some beers. He comes out in the whole entire outfit that we
I believe it.
picked out for Sherry.
And we should mention that is a part of the Chavo Guerrero episode. I think we kept that for the Patreon version. Right
Yeah,
here
yeah,
on
you
Raw
never
TV,
mentioned
you
it,
guys.
yeah.
It is on replay on Patreon. Yeah.
But Candace, you had been going through like panic attacks.
Yeah.
And I remember seeing that video, and I was like, what the hell's going on? And I thought you were doing a storyline.
We never know, right?
Social media. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
but-
this was really crazy for me. I've never suffered from anxiety or panic attacks, anything. I'm 43, I think, never had any of this my whole life. And on our journey of 22 stops, on the 21st stop, we were in Junction, Colorado. And every week we would go to a new place and we'd be there for a few days and do all the main things. And then my husband had to fly back to LA to work. He was sustaining, the business while we were doing these travels. He would fly back and then we'd go to the next stop. And it was a lot, it was stressful, but it was magical. We were seeing the world and national parks and, just having a good time. And so this one day I wake up and now, we've been on the road for a long time. And I realized I have a lot of gray hair. And I was like, okay, I got to do something about this today. So I tell my girls, I was like, Mommy's going to find a salon and I'm going to get my roots done and just feel like not total trailer trash today. And then we'll go out and we'll have some lunch. And I was like, you can play on your iPads, if you guys be good, we'll go to the arcade. And so they were totally in. We found this place, got my hair done. I'm having a wonderful day. And so we go to the mall and we're going to get lunch and then go to the arcade. And I'm just not feeling good. And, I thought, well, maybe my blood sugar is low. I didn't eat yet, but I intermittent fast. This is nothing not normal for me. And I'm in line to get food and I can feel it getting worse. And I'm getting a little freaked out because I'm in a strange town with my 3 girls. So I get the food, I get to the table and I'm trying to eat. And I'm nauseous. And I see like one of those candy machines, for quarters. And I give Aki, my oldest daughter, I said, go get me some candy. Cause I'm thinking maybe it's I don't have any blood sugar problems, but I don't know what's wrong. Mm-hmm. And she brings me back some Mike and Ice. I'm trying to eat it. And I said, we got to get Daddy on the phone. So we FaceTime. I said, if Mommy goes down, you just tell Daddy where we are and make sure that we're safe. And I saw this guy in like a cupcake shop and I got up and I went in there and I said, excuse me, is there a medic? I don't feel good. I have 3 children and I'm sitting right there. He's like, I'll send security over. And I get to the table and by the time I got there, it's just full on and I'm on the ground. I'm not passed out. I'm conscious of where I am, but I can't see. And I'm just screaming up to my children. Like I have 3 children. I remember this mom at the next table trying to get them ice cream and take care of them. And, they can do so much now. 911 comes and they test my heart and all this stuff on the scene. And I can't, I think I'm having a heart attack. And they take us all in the ambulance and we go to the hospital. And by the time I'm arriving to the hospital, I'm kind of coming out of it a little bit, but I don't really know what a panic attack is. So I don't know what's wrong. And they do all the tests and they're like, you had a massive panic attack. And I'm like, but I'm not panicked about anything. I don't have anxiety. Like, how does it just come out of nowhere, And then I had to get an Uber to get back to our RV because my husband's in LA. And I'm like, how do I leave a hospital, not even be able to function on my own and get my 3 kids back to safety? So I get back, my husband flies in, and then the craziest thing happened is every day after that for 4 months, I passed out every day from an attack. And it's scary when you have children and you don't know why it's happening. It's not like my life was bad or I was in a divorce or I hated moving. I'm pushing through everything I want to do. And eventually we found out I had 0 progesterone in my body, very hypothyroidism, and basically had no hormones to sustain my body. But that took 4 months to find that out.
Wow.
And it was really, really brutal. And so I've just kind of vowed, I know so many, when I reached out, by the way, my daughter filmed this because my husband is so good at social media. He does all these videos. So he tells my daughter to film it, which I don't even know she filmed it, right? And then he sends me this video to post. And I'm thinking, how dare you? I'm in the ambulance and I look like trailer trash and you want to post this video. And I end up posting it, but it was the best thing I ever did because so many people just reached out to me with advice and support. You feel like you're dying. And when people just show up in your life, the most unexpected people with solutions and things to try, it was the best thing ever to reach out in that moment.
Wow.
And now you're coaching that to help other people cope with panic attacks.
Wow. Yeah, because I do coaching. So when I get something, like I had a friend and she said to me, by the way, she helped me tremendously in the beginning, but she said, and I knew her very, very well. She said, I've been suffering from this for 20 years. And when she said that to me, I just thought, I can't handle 4 months. I would not survive 20 years. Like
Right.
it is not an option for me to live like this for 20 years. And
Right.
actually we kind of separated a little because our standards changed in that moment. You know, my standard was, how do I get better? And how do I not be back here? And her standard was, I'm able to live with this for another 20 years, you know?
Right.
And just trying everything. I mean, when I'd say I had like 30 different supplements at one time and muscle testing and therapy and medications and then hormone replacement and waving to reset my physiology. And it's the craziest journey, but so many people are suffering from it right now, you
Right.
know?
Right. That's insane. And how terrifying. Like I can't imagine as a mom in that moment and what you were going through when you explain it, because I've never had a panic attack. So I don't know what that's even like. But when you
Yeah.
speaking that out in that situation, I would just been, yeah. But
It's
kudos to your
terrifying.
girls for handling it so well too.
Yeah.
And then I remember seeing that I was just, holy crap. Like,
Well,
it's
and you know what,
scary.
it was
Very
a
scary. And
really nice
powerless, right?
journey too, because I made sure, so every day for 4 months, my only goal was to be able to get my kids to school and pick them up. That was literally all I could do. And there was times I'd drop off the first two and I'd have an attack, I'd have to pull over, I'd pass out in the car, and then I'd have to drop off the next one. And as this is going on, my kids are watching this. And so I had to take them on this journey with me of like, this is life, but we don't stop, you know, we keep going. How do you figure this out? You know, what are we learning? And my favorite story is one day we're in the car, I'm picking up my last child and I feel it coming on and I'm freaking out. And I'll call my husband, like I'm in line and I'm in the line to pick up. So I'm stuck. I'm like, what if I pass out and I can't move? And, you know, so then that makes me more panicked.
Yeah.
And my daughter, Ayumi, says, Mommy, why don't you try the hand breathing technique? And I was like, well, what is that, baby? And she's like, you take your hand and you go up and breathe and down and up. And she came up in the front seat and she did it with me. And slowly I came out of this attack. And I said to her, I said, baby, where did you learn that? I would like to take credit for it, but I never taught her that. She goes, oh, we learned it in school. I said, you learned that at school? She said, yeah, one boy was really sad at a movie that we were watching. So my teacher, you know, she taught him this breathing technique. And I was like, wow, that's really incredible. By the way, first of all, I'm so excited they're in school because homeschooling was nice to try, but I am not the homeschooling mom. So like, I'm so grateful they're back.
Sure.
Right.
But I emailed
That's
this
amazing, though.
teacher and I said, I'm so happy my kids are back in school, but I think you went above and beyond with something that you taught my daughter. And it helped me in a really traumatic time yesterday. And I just wanted to share this with you. And she said, I understand. I suffer from them too. And that's why I know this technique. And apparently the rowing team does this technique to release anxiety and they won a gold medal by doing it. And I was like, what an incredible journey just to discover the gifts of the situation, you know?
Right.
Yeah. And when it sounds
Wow.
like once you start talking about it is when the conversation is open to learn
Yeah.
new things, even when it's from your child. But I got to, like Mickey said, I can't even imagine that. What really, I'm gonna cry, really got me is when you said you knew you were gonna go down and you wanted your kids to be taken care of. That's terrifying. I have a real weird thing about like people fainting.
Yeah.
I've never had it happen. I'm always afraid that it's going to happen to me. I've had some girlfriends do it like on, you know, modeling jobs and stuff where people are just, they didn't eat enough or whatever, nothing like panic
Yeah.
attacks, but I have a real weird fear of it. But for you to get the conversation going, I love to hear that social media has been supportive because we ask a lot of our guests, excuse me, we say, social media, is it harmful or helpful? And it is both. But in
Yeah.
this sense, it actually sounds like it gave you an outlet to get people talking about it, which is great.
It really was. And just floored on the so many people in my inner circle that have had this happen that I had no idea. I mean, like long life friends that I didn't know. And how you keep it so secret. And it's really a painful thing to go through, you know, it's really debilitating, you know, like when I moved to Texas, I was so happy. Like I knew my soul was meant to be here, but I could not leave my RV to go enjoy the city, And I'm like, wait, I'm here and I can't get outside because what if I fall down? What if I pass out? I can't go for a walk. I couldn't go to the gym, And so to overcome that stuff and just take your kids on that journey, like I had to be honest and real and fight for them because my mom died at 51 and I was like, oh no, I can't do that with them. I can't put them through that. And then it gives you, your why is bigger than the disease or the problem that you're going through,
That's powerful.
It's so freaking
Thank you
scary.
for sharing that with us. That's amazing.
Yeah.
Love
Oh
you.
I
my
think the
God,
sharing
Candace.
and getting the conversation going is helpful. Yeah.
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 I think so too. Well, there was Candace called me earlier today and she was like, hey, I want to discuss something, if I can discuss something on the show. And I'm like, okay, what road story are you going to tell? I'm scared. I mean, you might want to, yeah, that's what I thought. She goes, oh, it's nothing bad. And I'm like, if you have to call and ask me what the heck what it is, I'm not gonna, I said, I didn't want to hear enough. I cut you off. I said,
Yeah.
I want it organic, or I don't want to know what you're going to talk about. This is a show. You can be free. You talk about what you want to talk about. We have no filter. So
Yeah.
tell us your new adventure, or an accident or.
Yeah. So through this
don't wanna hear that.
journey, I've really been in a couple spaces, I would kind of explain it. And I've always been really intuitive, but I've never really channeled people the way I can channel them now. And so as you guys asked me to be on the show, and I've been channeling a lot for people in my inner circle, and it's really wonderful and it's really fabulous, but it's never been on a public stage. And I was feeling a lot of anxiety coming on the show because all these people wanted to come in and talk with you guys. And although I love doing it, nobody knows this side of me. They don't know who that is. And I don't know what's ever going to come up. It's just kind of happens, But now I've come to a place where they don't want to leave and they want to talk. And so I said to Lisa, I said, there's some people that want to talk to you guys. Actually, there's some people for all of you guys. And if you want to have that conversation with them, I'm here to be of service of that for you. For Lisa, it's your mom wants to come through. Mickey, did you lose a sister? Your sister and grandma are both here. Yeah, so they're all here. And if you want to chat with them, you guys can chat with them. The way I do it is pretty much you just kind of ask questions. They have a few things that they've already told me they want to share with you guys. And then you can kind of ask questions if you want to go further with that or not. So I'll leave that up to you guys.
You're in the right place, Candace, because we have had so many discussions about how we are very open on this show, not open just for conversation, but open to that side of believing. So,
Yeah.
Oh, Lisa's bless your heart, Lisa. Don't know. So we're happy to hear whatever they would like to share. But then, of course, we probably all have questions. This is amazing. Wow.
Yeah.
I would like to hear what my mom has to say.
And
don't have any
I feel like
questions.
it's an incredible strength that you've been able to then tap into that and then find, because there has to be a weird piece that you have to be able to come with this gift, because it is a gift, but it's also a heavy gift to bear, right? Like, because
Yes. I
and
told her,
how
I go,
you-
you have a gift.
I
I
want to
gave
be
her
respectful. I know this is
I gave her the
crazy.
link to Mel too, Beyond the Veil.
Yes.
Mel does our psychic, but yeah.
I'm not even being funny, but I want to be respectful and take my ridiculous hat off while we talk about serious stuff. So
That's why I did mine too. We started talking about her panic attacks. I go, yeah, this has to go.
the hair's going up. We're getting serious.
immediately like,
Candace, I'd like to know what my mom has to say.
Okay. All right. She's really, really actually proud of you. She loves your personality, and she's reminding me back to, let's see, 2010, 9, 8, 7, 6, 7. When you were 7, she wants to take you back to when you were 7 years old. There's something about your personality that started when you were 7. And she really remembers just almost singing these childish games, and you still have that personality that you've carried on with you.
She's always singing, Candace. She's always singing.
I sing my
Always.
Japanese songs.
Yes.
Yeah, she's
And
bringing that into
David
it.
can hear it down the hallway. He goes,
It feels
"Oh,
like very
no,
she's doing like this. Did you do something like this? Like you're
I taught your daughters that. Musunde hiraite peyote musunde. Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
I still do that.
She likes that. And she wants you to know also that sometimes sit back and remember that you're actually living the dream. You're so focused on maybe that it's not enough or it's not right or the relationship's not right. But she's like, maybe it actually is just a little more simple and you're living the dream. So just appreciate that a little bit more. Yeah. And you can ask her anything you want.
Is she with the family?
Yeah, she says, of course I am. She says, I'm mom. Yeah, she says she guards them, she protects them. And she's showing me with her and your dad, you know, like they had this great relationship and it wasn't this boisterous thing. She's saying, I think she really likes your relationship. She's saying it doesn't have to be this crazy, wild social media, high finance thing. She says, love is love.
Yeah.
And really wants you to settle into love and be reminded that that's the dream is love. It's not everything else around it.
Oh,
Oh, I love that.
I love that.
Oh, that was
It's
amazing.
a gift. It's a gift.
so
It's a gift, and not only is it a gift, it's a gift to us that you would share that, because this
Yeah,
is
thank
something
you
that
so much.
honestly, that this is the safe space that we want God TV to be, is where we can talk about this kind of stuff and talk about personal things and
Yeah.
you know, not just have it be a wrestling interview. But I just want to say congratulations, and we're so proud that you're so open about it and that
I
you're
know.
exploring it and you're helping people. How wonderful is that?
I think I'm so open to that because Native culture, it is such a like visions. And I always try to meditate and do all that. And I've been working on my own, like whatever, just spirituality, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it's amazing. And it is a gift, but I'm sure it's a heavy because it's a lot, because then you have so many conversations and it's just, I find it super fascinating. But thank you for sharing that with me.
Yeah.
I just am shocked that there wasn't ever like a moment when you were younger that you had like this, you know, you never, and it just kind of
Yeah.
happened in this wild. It's
Well, I
wild.
think it's
It's
also
amazing.
kind of something we all have. Like you said, you're exploring it a little. I know Lisa said she kind of has it, but doesn't want to. I think it's just kind of our innate sense, you know, it's like that sixth sense of
sixth
our,
sense,
our
right.
gut, right?
Yeah.
And if you just tap into it and say, hey, how can I be a vessel for this person? They just kind of tell you stuff. And it's not like all over it's a really clear, like, this is what I want to say, you know?
Right.
But I think we all have the gift a little, and for some reason, God wants us to be a little more in the forefront for me. And I think it's also my healing journey of trusting my body and trusting myself and knowing my self-worth. Val, my story about being in the womb and having that journey was all about, am I worthy, you know? And so I still carry that always, like my videos aren't good enough. It's not, nothing's enough, you know? And so I always have to learn to trust this intuition. Like, I'm not here to impress anybody anymore. I just gotta like be me. And
you.
that's scary.
It's vulnerable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's
Especially
like-
the world we all come from, you know, we all have this image out there of we're these wonderful superstars and wrestlers, which all of us are, but we're also have grown into such different people, you know, even if you're still in wrestling, you're a different person, you know, or you have a
Right.
different journey, or a different dream, maybe, you know, and just saying that that's okay, you know, to be me and love me again. And I've had to learn to do that through this journey of being on my ass for 4 months, you know?
Yeah.
And then kudos
Yeah.
to Kenji also, like he lets you be you. Like I remember doing the ice, that like going in that ice bath and you were like, oh, and I was
I
like,
tried to do that.
what is she doing? But
Tried
she was,
to get me to do it and I was struggling. I made it elastic.
I did it, I did it, I
You
did
did
it, but not
I
as
did
long
it
as
for like
Candace.
30
did it.
seconds. Candace was in there for like 3 minutes and I'm like,
But-
she
but
is
she-
a superwoman. How?
But she
What?
lets like
Like
the
mind over
energy,
matter, baby. Mind over matter. I said,
like, she lets the energy come out. Like she has
Yeah.
the energy, like you have to let the voices out. She was like going,
Yeah.
and we're all like a little bit embarrassed. I'm like, when she started like, you know,
She was really
I
doing
see you do
Oh, I know.
meditating also too, when you're on your back and then Kenji's filming you and stuff like that. See, I don't get that reaction. I think maybe I block it off by going, why is she? Yeah.
Yeah.
But you let that get in your system. And Kenji's like, Yeah,
He-
yeah.
he's
He's so
really
encouraging.
Sounds lovely.
He's really good at handling me. I legit like before this interview, I called him and I was like, babe, there's all these people that want to come through. And he's like, oh boy. And I was like, I just feel like I need to be myself, and that's not fair for me not to share this. And he's just so supportive, and he's watched this journey unfold. He's in the forefront of watching it with his aunt and his mom and everybody, and he just sees that it's real.
Wow.
But I told him, like, when I was passing out from my things, and he's videoing me, I'm kind of angry at him and then kind of happy, so I can show people, like,
Yeah.
I've been down to the depths of hell. Like, I've thought those same thoughts, like people want to kill themselves, like, but what is different with me? Why am I not doing that? And how can I help somebody else shift that? Because it's dark, it's scary. And I told him, if you ever do that, I'm calling 911. I'm not sitting here filming you, letting you pass out. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not strong like that. You're going to the hospital and I'm putting you in an institution. So don't go crazy on me.
Yeah, yeah.
Wonderful. Do you have that support system? That's amazing, because every
Yeah.
grown ass woman needs a grown ass
Yes.
man. So there you go. That's fantastic.
Yes, ma'am.
You've
Yes.
been
I'm so proud of you.
Yeah,
Candace.
candid.
So proud.
Need
Thank
that.
you.
Candid Candace over here.
I love you. So I'm just so happy to see you. And like, oh my
Yes.
God. Thank you for sharing this. It's a special gift.
You really
Seriously.
Yeah. I
I didn't-
really appreciate you guys making a safe space for me to feel safe. And I feel like us not making this happen so many times, that there was a reason, it was like not the time. And so, but I felt safe today. I felt nervous, but I felt safe. And
Oh, so happy.
I appreciate the platform and the many, many memories that we've had together. It's been an incredible journey.
Yeah.
We appreciate you so much. And everyone that wants any information on Candace, where to stay updated, we're going to put it in the YouTube description. That's my voice going again. A little bit of crying will do that to you.
Friday.
Ladies, thank you so much for being here. Candace, will we see you in Dallas, by the way? Wrestle-
Yes. Are you guys all there?
Yeah.
Yes.
And
Yes.
for the love of wrestling. And for the love of wrestling.
Oh, in
Right.
Liverpool. Oh my God.
Oh my gosh. I'm
Double
so
trouble. Double
That's
trouble.
why they're like, why are you going to For the Love of Wrestling so early, Lisa? Why are you flying out? Because Candace and Lillian's go, let's get there early so we can have girls' dinner out. So I was like,
Hell yeah.
okay, I can.
Yes.
Yeah.
yes.
Okay, I can do that.
Yeah, yeah.
Once
Yeah.
again, all of you guys can find the information for WrestleCon, Candace's information, and For the Love of Wrestling in Liverpool in the description. Final cheers to Candace. Thank you so much.
Hey, cheers, guys. I love you guys.
Yay.
Thank
Thank
you.
you. I love you.
And happy St. Patty's.
Top of the morning to you.
This is the word. Go, yo, go.